Hi guys, this is Marius from Oddshero. I am here with a new episode of my match betting journey, where I am trying to make 1,000 euros from match betting in as short time as possible. Alright, so let's see. So far I have been able to clear one bonus at Mr. Green. So that's great. I have cashed that money out and currently have it. Let's see. I thought it went so fast, so I actually created a new one. But yeah, one bet was sufficient there to be able to turn that over and ended up winning. So let's just see. Right, so let's just have a look at Mr. Green and sort of see where the result. Right, so I deposited 600 kroners. So I placed two bets there. One of them ended up losing, the other ended up winning. With just those two bets, I was able to turn over the 500 NOK or 50 euros that was necessary to free up that bonus. So that all went well, and yeah, now I'm eligible to cash out this money. So that's all great. Alright, so moving on. Today we are going to see which bonuses we are able to find. I've managed to deposit 100 euros into a new bookie, 1-8bet. So that was great. And this gives me some more options. Now, after my first round of match betting, I was down to around 320 euros. So I also had to deposit 600 euros extra into Sport Market as I was starting to run very low there. This is one of the things that can happen when you do match betting, that you win on the soft side and lose on the cover, that you win on the bonus bookmaker side and lose on the cover bookmaker side. And this is why it's good to have a big bankroll on the cover bookmaker, especially if you want to try and do this as fast as possible as I wanted to. Or at the very least, you should have some more money available that's ready to deposit. Just remember it takes a couple of days with bank transfer like I did. And when you do that, it means that you have some days where you can't really be betting too much if you end up like using up the entire bankroll that you have on the cover bookmaker. Today we are going to start out at Folkeautomaten. I just want to sort of get done with these smaller bonuses first so that I can then focus on the bigger bonuses. Alright, now let's get some bets on here at Folkeautomaten. This is one of the bookies where I ended up winning a lot more than what I expected. But that's okay and definitely solvable. So I'm also just going to open up my spreadsheet. Okay, so I'm already done with 33% of my bankroll at Folkeautomaten. So even if I keep winning there, then I still only need to do it what I've already done, like 2 more times, and then I'll be done with it. So that's good. I just have 200 euros left to turn over and I have 200 euros in the account. So if we find some good bets, we could be done with that one today. And here we actually have a bet at Orlando Magic versus Oklahoma City Thunder. It's going to cost me 2 euros, but I think I'm going to see if I'm able to get that one in. Alright, so we go searching for Orlando Magic. Okay, so let's see what I was looking for. Minus 1.5 away. Minus 1.5 away to 25. Yes, so we got that one. And then let's see, Oklahoma. Set it to my favorites. And the Asian handicap I'm looking for here is at home plus 1.5. Okay. So just my intuition tells me that this, at least liquidity-wise, is going to be pretty straightforward. Alright, so let's see which odds I want to get there. 1.769 and Pinnacle has 4,000 euros in liquidity at that odds. So that is great. I'll now go ahead and place this bet. And I think I'm just going to split it up into 2. Just to, not put all of my eggs in one basket. But yeah, I could also just do it in one bet. But yeah, trying to mitigate a bit of risk after the mistake I did the last time. Even though, yeah, I'll get back to that again, but it didn't end up too badly in the long run. I ended up not losing any money on the game. So I'll cover a bit more of that later. Right, so minus 1.5. We want to place 100 euros. Go, go, go. So then that is done. And then I just need to find that one on the cover side, which I had here. And then of course it dropped while I spent time searching for stuff. Yeah, but it's like less than a decimal, so that's not a very big deal. I bet 100 euros, then I need to bet 127.19. So let's do that. Okay, say 0.62 instead. But that's okay. Alright, off we go, and that is done. So cool. That ended up being pretty fast. I lost €2.63 or something on the bet, but it still brings me one step closer. Now let's just see if I had been able to place the exact same bet here, that would have been pretty sweet. And at mobile bet, I also got some turnover I need to get through. So let's just check the status there. Yeah, so there I'm at 25%, still need 1,200 euros to go. And here I ended up winning pretty much all of my bets. We'll have a look at it in a second, but I have now 860 euros in this account. So that's where the spot market money I had all went. So I could take this, I'd lose €4.23, bring me closer to being done with it. But at the same time, it is going to cost me a bit of money. Yeah, I mean, it is a good chance to win some money back into spot market. It's just going to mean that I need to put a bit of extra money in. I think I'll just wait and see a little bit because it's highly likely that this one will show up again. All right, so let's have a look at Leo Vegas then and whether we can get something in that. Okay, so let's see. I want to find the spot at Leo Vegas. Oh, right. So it looks like there's a pretty good bet here in the Spanish Cup for Barcelona. Let's see if we are able to get that one, because that would be pretty sweet. Barcelona. Okay, starts in 13 minutes, so not all the time in the world on that one. Let's check what it was for. So it is for +2 on the home team. Yeah, it seems highly likely that Barcelona should be able to overcome that. And we needed 2 nods, and we got 2 nods. And then we are looking for the pinnacle odds here. And -2 away. Barcelona versus Ibiza. Okay. So I guess this bet is for Barcelona then. -2. And we wanted to get 2.05. Oh yeah, we can get much better odds than that. So yeah, this one I should just really move on. Of course it disappeared. And there it dropped, so that's just typical. I mean, it happens. It is part of the game, and that's how it is when the odds increases that much on the other side, I guess. 2.149. I mean, it didn't go. I think I'm just going to go ahead and place that one. Of course, now I need to look for it again. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can place 1,000 on that. That was no problem. Alright, so I'll record I placed 100 euros at 1.94. And then I am able to get 2.149. Oh, that ended up being an amazing bet. 90.65. Alright, this is really, really annoying right now. Ooh, and that's the wrong side. Okay, let's just double check we're doing it correctly. -2. And then I need to put down 90.65. And off we go, match bet complete. That ended up being pretty good in the end, 4.9. Okay, I could have placed a little bit less. So, €3 profit, it was an arbitrage. That's pretty fantastic. Pretty cool. I wish they just show me how much money I have. Alright, 2,500. I guess I should be able to turn over what I have in Leo Vegas today then. Let's see if we can just find this here and fan bet. Okay. Alright, we're doing it a bit more ordered. Alright, plus 0.25 home 2. Wow, this is pretty annoying, but okay, so there it is. We are able to get in on that one, and then we need to look at the cover bet. So we search for Herrenfen. We find the game, and now we need to place on the home team minus 0.25. And that's the perfect line, 1.6. And we need 1.99. Alright, so that one has dropped by 3 decimal points. So it's a €2 loss. I think we'll just see what we can get currently. And that one looks better. So Houston Rockets next. They really want me to go and play some casino, but I don't do casinos. Houston Rockets playing Denver Nuggets. Some NBA action this evening. Alright. Okay. We are looking for first half bet. Yeah, that one. Yeah, the first half bets you can probably just skip. You would have to be using like penny directly, as spot market don't support those bets. So that one is a skipper. Tottenham Norwich. Yes, we finally got some Premier League action here. Let's really hope that we can get it in. I mean, this is a huge game in the world of sports, so I'm sure they will not mind us having a bet on it. Right, plus 1.25 away. 196. We want to have 196. Alright, cool. And then it is Norwich. So then we're looking for home. And here we want to get 2.03, and we can get it. Okay, that probably means the odds changed here, since we just saw it increase there, but we'll still look for it. Alright. Nope, it's still there. This is literally the most annoying feature I have ever seen. Yeah, it just always disappears in front of me. I guess that's how they want it. Alright, so I'm just knocking on 150 euros on that one. And then I register that that's what I placed, 150. So then I need to place 144.23 at 2.03. And that is done. Alright, that's good. That was a pretty big step in the right direction on Leo Vegas. I guess I could have hammered it home even harder, but yeah, good to get a couple trades in. Detroit Pistons versus Sacramento. I like getting in these very, very big leagues and big teams. I think that's always good when you're doing match betting. Detroit. Right, so we are looking for the away team to win the whole match, including overtime. Sacramento Kings. 196. Okay, so we got our one. And then we are looking for, I guess that's the +0 line. $2.03 on Betfair. Okay. That's a bit weird that we're not able to find it. Let me. Oh yeah. By the way, what I said earlier was wrong. Sport Market do, of course, support halftime football bets. You just need to navigate to them here in the menu. Alright, let's just look up the basketball games. Yeah, okay, yeah. For some reason, that didn't show up. But I got it now. Alright, so 2.03 on Detroit Pistons. And that one, 2.016. Okay, so it's dropped a little bit. I'll lose €2. How much do I have left here? Alright. Yeah, I think we'll just do it. Just to sort of get it over with. $96. Yeah, so that's about 99. And then the best odds I can get here. Okay, so this was a pretty huge mistake by me. And this is why it's good to double check things. So yeah, even I'm learning. So what I can see now is that I'm not able to get the liquidity that I want to get. So this trade just got a lot worse than what I anticipated. But I can get in at... I mean, I want to get in as much money as possible, right? So I just place what I can place. And then we'll see. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so I got 771. So I'll just call that 90. And okay, now I'm able to get, okay. Well, let's see whether it goes through, whether someone else took up the liquidity. Okay, I got 2.03, that's not too bad. And it looks like I ate up all of the liquidity available there. I'll just reopen the bet slip. So this is pretty interesting to see just sort of how the market works. Alright, so 1.996 is the best price I can still get, so I guess I'll just place the max bet there and then be done with it. And then I'll call it 1.99, and that's approximately how much I've got in. And I think that's approximately how much I got in. So we'll just place that and then be done with it. Okay, cool. So we have our entire Leo Vegas bankroll in play. So that is good. On mobile bet, we still have to work some. Mr. Green, we are done with. And then it's Folkeautomaten, which is next. Okay, we are logged into 1-8bet, where I have a new €100 bonus. I deposited €100, so I have €200, which I am going to match bet with. Now, let's see what we are able to do here. Let's see if we can find this. Nakbreda vs PSV Eindhoven. We have some Dutch Cup football here. PSV. Now this is a new bookmaker to me, so it will be interesting to see whether the search function is any good. Alright. Nakbreda vs PSV. Okay. Yeah, now we can just close down the bookies where we have placed all of our bets. Alright, plus 0.75, home 3.53. We want to look at the Asian lines, more specifically the alternative Asian handicap lines, plus 0.75 home. 3.53, oh cool, we are able to find it. Next, let's have a look here. And it's minus 0.75 on the home team. Okay, so here we got quite low. We don't have too much liquidity here. Finally, I am aware of that. We only have 45. And it's at 1.393. Okay, so it's like a tiny bit lower. Alright, so I think we're going to be staking quite low here. We can do a €20 bet. Okay, 1.403. But I only got in 44.89. Alright, let's see if I'm able to get in the rest. That one failed, so apparently there's no liquidity there. Alright, we'll try to place it at the lower liquidity. And then if it is possible for us to get a better price, we get it. Okay, so we got it at 1.403. That is perfect. We ended up getting our entire stake right where we wanted, and we made a profitable match bet. So that is great news. We just bet on that game and not good. And it's usually against the terms and conditions of the bookmakers to place multiple bets on the same game. That will not count towards your turnover requirement. So that is something that is good to avoid. Alright. Let's see what we're able to find here. Alright, so I have 271 left here. The 1-8-bet bonus has a 16 times turnover requirement, which is very, very high. It's like 2 to 3 times the industry standard. So we don't really want to end up having to meet that turnover requirement. So it's better if we can just get one big bet in and then end up winning it on spot market. And if we get a couple of coin flip bets in a row, then that should totally be possible. So right now, I think we're just going to actually be a bit more patient. And then mobile bet 2, 1200 euros left. I have 860 euros in the account, which was just crazy. So yeah, one thing we can have a look at is my results on mobile bet. They don't show you how you won the money. Okay, so I guess they're counting it differently than what we anticipated. And that we need to do 16 times here too. Let's see. That is weird. Let's see what happens if we change it. Alright, yeah, I guess that looks okay and correct. Now it matches what mobile bet are actually saying. Alright, so we're only 12% done through that one. Yeah, first quarter bet, that one was skipping. And €2, it's not too good. Alright, 1-8 bet, let's look up the Valencia game. These bookmakers. If they are not showing the Spanish Cup, I'll be very, very disappointed. Okay. Valencia Logroños. We found a match, that's a good start. Plus 0.5, Asian handicap home, 2.98. $2.98, 0.5 home. Okay, we're able to find that one. And Ibiza is taking the lead against Barcelona. That is funny. Once again, it looks like we might end up losing on spot market. Alright, Logroños versus Valencia. 1.5 minus 1.5. No. Minus 0.5. Okay, at least there's enough liquidity, I think, for my recommended bet. And then I just need to get it in at, was it 2.98? It was 2.98. Alright. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, so we'll bet that 80 euros. And then I need to bet 158.93. And let's see what we're able to get in. Yep, that went through. And we got 1.5 in odds in the end. Okay, cool. So then we have bet the money that we had in 1-8 bet. And hopefully we will end up winning that money on the cover bookmaker side. Alright, I have 112.37 euros left. And now I am looking towards mobile bet to see if I'm able to get that on. And yeah, I guess I will just look through a couple of bets just to see that there's Not that much good out there. Plenty of like basketball bets here. But it's not ideal to be taking these like 3-4 euro bets unless you are getting close to the turnover requirement, because yeah, if you keep needing to do this, then that is totally going to eat into your margins a lot. Okay, so what we can do is just see whether we are able to get better value. I think I bet on the Pistons game already. Let me just check that. Okay, cool. Phoenix Suns. Home to win. Away to win. Could end up having a lot on the Pacers, and if that loses, I will end up with a lot of money at the bonus bookmakers. At the same time, it does enable me to get done. I'll just look up the odds and then we'll see. Because if I need to, in the end, turn over my bankroll 10 more times, let's see how much turnover that is. That's 2,800. And if I'm only doing 100 per bet, that's 28 bets, 28 times 0.04. 28 times 4 is 112. So that will significantly eat into my profits. 2.30. Then I'll lose 64 euros. That's not ideal. I mean, we want to preserve as much as possible. It would have been good to be able to get some bets in here. But yeah, I think we just need to be a little bit patient. I'll shoot the last part of this video from home just to see if I am able to get in some new match bets then, because I've been sitting here for 15 minutes now without not much interesting showing up. So maybe if I'm stopping by a bit later, that will have changed. So that will sort of be the end of it. If not, I'll see you again soon. It's a bit later in the evening and I'm going to see whether I will be able to get on a match bet here to complete it all. Orlando Magic. So it took me a while to log in, so it's not certain that I will be able to find this game, but we will have a look. Asian handicap on the away team, minus half, 2.25. We got that one. And then Orlando Magic. That means we're looking for the home team. And then we are looking for plus 1.5 on the home team. Plenty of liquidity. No, we're... Oh, we're looking at halftime. Okay, never mind that. Okay, Orlando Magic. Okay, 1.781. We got plenty of liquidity. So yeah, if we can still get Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay, so the thing here is that we need to adjust our stake size because we don't have enough money left here. Okay, so we're gonna place 88. And it is off. And it is done. Okay, cool. So that means we managed to get our entire stake on there. And that sort of completes what we have for tonight. 5 things that I learned from recording this episode is that when you're doing match betting, you should double check the turnover requirements. I had a situation where I placed my bonus bet, and then as I was trying to place my cover bet, I realized that the odds which I was banking on getting was not really available for the liquidity that I needed to bet to cover my bonus bet. If I had known that, then I would have changed my calculations a bit and potentially taken a different trade. So what you should do is check the liquidities that is available on spot market before you place the bonus bet, because I had a situation where I had placed my bonus bet, but I only looked if I could get the odds on spot market and not if I was able to get liquidity that I needed to cover the first bonus bet I did to complete my match bet. So that's a good one. And then double check the turnover requirements inside of the bookie. And if you entered something different into Oddshero, then make sure you change that so that Oddshero reflects what the bookie is actually telling you. Sometimes the terms and conditions can be a bit difficult to interpret, meaning a turnover requirement which includes the money you deposit or just the bonus by itself. So it's always a good thing to double check, and then you can also sort of see your progress so far. 3. If you see a positive arb, then you should be looking to place as much money as possible down on that arbitrage opportunity. As you've seen with me now, I have been taking a lot of negative match bets, which if you do it in the short run, which will eat into your profits, and the larger the turnover requirements, the more it will eat into them. So I would only really do those when I have a short time left, when I do not have much turnover left, in order to complete the bonus. If not, I'm probably a bit better off just spending a bit extra time and seeing if I'm able to get on better match bets. But it is sort of a trade-off between whether you just want to get done fast or whether you're willing to wait a bit more for the extra opportunities that come along. So it's a bit about how much you value your time versus your money. 5. Have more money in your cover bookmaker account than you think you are going to need. Because if you are a bit unlucky and end up winning a lot on the bonus bookmakers, then that will leave you short at the cover bookmaker. I was down to just 320 euros from my starting bankroll of 1,000 euros on spot market before I started recording today. So I had to deposit an additional 600 euros into my account so that I was able to keep covering my bets and being able to generate some good turnover on the bonus bookmakers. Now, if you were to be unlucky and you don't have more money to commit, there is also a second option which you can use and which I will cover in a different video, but it is going to eat into your profits a little bit more because you might need to take like a bigger margin from the bookmakers. But it works, and it is a way to sort of get your money out anyway. Because essentially what you want to do is then to use the bonus bookmakers to place match bets against each other. Now, this requires a bit more of a manual work, so then we will need to go back to my match betting calculator spreadsheet. But it is a viable option just to get the job done and get the bonus cleared and your money out of there. If we still have plenty of time left to meet the turnover requirement, or if we are able to deposit more money into the cover bookmaker, then I would prioritize both of those first and sort of take more time and look for more match betting opportunities, just using the money you still have left in the cover bookmaker. Alternatively, first depositing in money and then just placing more cover bets from the cover bookmaker and then just doing match bets as regular. But yeah, this is sort of last resort and it works. Thank you guys for watching. If you like my match betting journey, then please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We also have another channel called TradeMate Sports where we have a lot more videos, but we are currently focusing on making you more videos to help with your match betting, including filming me trying to make money.